Afternoon, folks. Another opportunity to look at another golf swing. Something I've definitely been missing in the flesh, so I'm really enjoying getting the opportunity to do this. So please, if you are inclined, feel free to send us a video, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and we're more than happy to have a look and see if we can help. So Kurt's 14 handicapper sent us some video footage, slightly different camera angle, but we can give you some really good information and feedback from here still. So Kurt's question was very much based around his turn. He's looking for some drills to try and improve his backswing, to improve the turn in the backswing. Now, I think straight away, particularly when someone's got an awareness of that, straight away the red flag to me would be posture. You can see that we've got a significant curvature in the spine, so what we call C posture, rounding at the shoulders. Quite a common one in modern life because people are spending time driving an awful lot, spend a lot of time in front of computer screens or using mobile phones, which can lead to this issue. But equally, it can just be something that's learned. So for some people, it's something that we need to live with or work with or go and kind of do some training on. For other people, it's actually a fairly easy solution. Depends on the individual, but certainly I'd like to see that curvature flattened out a little bit. So we've given Kurt some drills with windmill swings. Spoken a little bit about trying to get his hips into a better position at rest, so that we get a more angle here and less rounding here. Both those things should actually allow him to turn anyway. But with this posture, what we're inclined to see and what we do see is someone who has to then manipulate the club a little bit more with the hands and arms, which isn't to say that you can't make a good golf swing from here, and he actually does. But we do certainly see, as we take the club away, the club travelling more outside. So it's a very definite movement initially with the hands and arms, lifting the club up. And then we start to see the body make a compensation to try and flatten out. Because obviously the club comes up here, the likelihood is going to come back down on a similar line, and he's then going to hit fairly significant cuts. So he does a good job at trying to shallow the club out, and you can see quite a significant move, but it's very much governed by what's going on with the knees here. So you can see that left knee softening, shoulder plane changing to try and get the club into a position at the top of the backswing. Now, top of the backswing position isn't particularly bad, with the exception that we've had to change posture quite considerably. Again, as I said, it's maybe not a bad thing. The posture actually here is probably a lot better or a lot closer to where we would want it than it was at address. So maybe a little bit straighter here. We would potentially like to see the right hip back behind this line. You've heard me say that a wee bit now, I'm sure. From the face-on perspective, you perhaps don't see quite as much what we're talking about. You do see that the first movement is very definitely kind of hands and arms. You tend to see certainly the most aesthetically pleasing swings, if not necessarily the best golfers, they tend to move this first. So this all kind of turns and the club moves with it rather than the hands and arms moving more independently. You can see this left knee kicking in a little bit, which obviously means that, obviously means that we potentially, if we return back down on this pattern, we've got a possibility of the club moving closer to the golf ball. So if we return to a similar posture impact, but the body's moved this way, then we're actually moving the ball closer to the heel, which obviously is not something that we would want. Typically what will happen and what we see now is that the body moves closer to this line, and we then have to make some more adjustments with the hands and arms and with the body. What I want you to notice as we come down is the movement with the lower body towards the target. Excuse me. You can see that it's a slide rather than a turn. So we've now kind of got the body swayed towards the target, sliding towards the target and moving beyond where his left ankle was. Ideally, we want to kind of be turning here and for this left hip to be in behind this line. So you can see now straighten up through impact to try and get back towards a finished position. So how would we solve it? Well, as I said, basically back to the start, we would definitely be looking at this. So those windmill swings, even standing even standing with a club over his head, so with the club head on the top of the head, trying to get the butt end against the butt, for want of a better term. This is obviously when you're standing vertically and hinging forward from the hips. That would certainly allow us to get a straighter back, a flatter back. Making swings with the making those windmill swings, quite a good one. Even putting the hands and arms into a kind of W position, putting the club over the shoulders. That'll retract the shoulder blades and flatten off the back as well. Anything that we can give that's going to allow them to feel that new posture, because if this is limited, we are going to see compensations elsewhere. It's pretty much a given. So sometimes you can make those compensations work, but certainly if the person's able-bodied, then flattening this off, we won't then need to make the compensatory movements that we saw at the knee and the downswing, that we saw at the knee and the hip and the backswing, and make it an awful lot easier just to return back to a solid impact position. So those couple of drills certainly should make a difference. Looking forward to seeing the before and after in this one, because I know Kurt works quite hard at his golf. I'm sure we see some positive benefits. Again, like the channel, subscribe, give us a wee thumbs up, leave us some comments, and by all means get your video into us as well. Look forward to seeing you soon.